This time on the channel, we're cleaning our garage to start working on this thing. Oh, what a time to run out of gas. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today on the channel we're going to be doing something completely different. We're not going to be doing anything really special today. Today we're going to be getting the duster set up to be worked on, get its work area kind of cleaned up. As you can see, I've already got the garage cleaned up and got the car turned around. And that was some serious hard work right there, just moving that car. So what we're basically going to just do today, it's not going to be a super interesting video. Maybe to some of y'all it will be, but we're going to be getting the car situated, getting it jacked up, and getting maybe the tires off, start checking to see what all I'm going to need to replace, what all needs to be fixed, and kind of just do a real good assessment. We're still going with our plan to just get it running and drivable as is. We'll do some minor repairs or touch-ups, so we'll be fixing a lot of other stuff probably too. The interior will definitely be addressed. It will be needing to come out, and it will come out because it's just terrible. And then we'll redo something about that later when we get to it. But right now we're going to be just checking it, getting everything situated. So you guys get to watch me work as I get everything situated, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to be using these vehicle dollies right here. You can pick these up at Harbor Freight. They're good. If you'd like to see me do a review, let me know down in the comments and I'll do a review over them. They're pretty good. But we're going to put them all under each four wheels and get it situated, so I get in the right location, because I still have to fit my gull wing in here. Alright, on to the back. See, we got all four-wheel dollies on. Now these dollies are really great, and I won't go over them a lot, but I'll just tell you that this makes it a lot easier to move it around, especially on smooth concrete when you're by yourself. Plus you don't have to go back forth and just slowly work it. I can literally just slide this thing anywhere, any direction by myself with little effort, which you guys will see here in just a minute. I'm going to admit that was a little bit more work than I thought, but then again, this is a much heavier car than my Volkswagen, so I recommend getting a couple of people to help you out if you possibly can get a couple of people. Now, one of the things I will note that I should say, if you're messing with one of these, make sure your steering wheel's locked. I didn't have mine locked, and you might have noticed the wheels were kind of going which way I turned it, so make sure that is locked up. Other than that, I got it where I want it. As you can see, we got plenty of space over here, but my space over here is limited, which is okay. The Mustang usually gone most nights whenever she works nights, so I can work over here, and you know, that way I have a little bit more room on that side. Besides, I can always move this car out if I ever need the room. And we got plenty room up here to put our engine whenever it comes out. And I got a couple spots where I can park the Gullwing. I can park my Gullwing right there and right there. Way, I still got room in the back. Let's see, let me walk this thing down here. Not much room. I kind of sacrificed the back a little bit. I have to watch out for that trailer ball hitch, but I just wanted enough where it would go at the end of the little mat there, so I had enough room to work here. Besides, this is all a mess, but I need to get cleaned up and get that taken care of another time. All right, next step was let's put this thing on jack stands. All right, before I put it on jack stands, I thought I'd come underneath here with the camera and just show you guys what we're working with here a little bit. As you can see, it's definitely rusty and nasty down here. We do have a little spot here where the rust has, you can see it's getting a little weak there, so that's gonna have to be fixed. Overall, I haven't found too much stuff other than it's just nasty down here. All right, well, let's get this thing going. Before we go too much further, I want to point out to some of y'all that has been asking me in the comments about why not just buff it out, kind of clean it up as is. Well, here's part of the reason why I won't do that. Or we're going to have to do something about it here eventually. You can see the rust here. It's just gone all the way through up here and some up in here. It's gone pretty bad, and that is going to have to be addressed regardless, because it's only going to get worse from there. Now, this is actually the worst, I think, of the spots on the entire car. There is some up here in the front of the wheel. As you can see, there is some, but other than that, there's nothing significant. I mean, I don't even need to cut out any panels or anything, just a little bit of this lower one over here to get this kind of fixed, and that up there. Other than that, the other side is actually a little bit better than this. This is actually the worst side. So overall, I mean, yes, there's a little rust on it, but yes, it's not as bad as some of the other dusters that are out there that are really bad. Someone would be really happy to have something in this good a shape. Trust me. Alright. Woo, she's nasty. Alright, we can see exactly what she's like. Whew. That stuff's been on here forever. Let me tell you, I'm surprised these lines are not broken. These pads are gone. Well, ain't hardly anything left of them. About worn out. Alright. Got to clean that caliper up. Oh, it is nasty. Dirty and nasty. Overall, not terribly bad. I don't see a whole lot of just rather suffers for us, so nothing really gone, so that's a good sign. A good start. Alright. So not too bad. We'll I think we're gonna redo these bearings just because they had water in them, and put some new bearings and get everything kind of newish down there. So, all right, let's move on to the back wheel. All right, let's take a look inside here. Everything actually looks kind of decent. I need a light in here, but I'm too lazy to go get one right now. But everything looks about normal for its age. Oh, I wonder what our brakes look like. Let's take a look. Why, that came off so easy. Looks like well, these would have to be rebuilt anyway. Wheel cylinder was getting ready to come out. Woo! they were about wore out. It needed a lot of work. This side was good. Surprised none of these springs are broke. Alright, that's just typical. Nothing too serious back here. Oh yeah, so alright, I expect the other side to be the same, so I won't even bother showing it. So I'm gonna do the other side and then we're gonna wrap up this video. Alright guys, we've pretty much got this thing situated about right where I want it. We've got the wheels off, we've looked inside. They're nasty, they're dirty. It's kind of to be expected for a car that went underwater. It's been kind of sitting up for a while. But overall, it's still kind of functional, which is unbelievable. It's still kind of somewhat drivable, or it was before we took it apart. So, I've seen what we need to do. It's going to be a long road. I'm not going to lie. It's not. Don't want to do any easy weights out. I just cannot cheap out. So we're going to do this correctly, right, and do the best of our ability on our budget, or my budget, which is very, very small. So we're going to have to, just do what I can. All right. So, but this is the start of this project. If you'd like to help out this project, if you'd like to donate to this project, I have a donation little button on my YouTube channel page up there in the top right hand corner. You feel free, you want to help donate, or if you have any parts that are left over that you'd like to maybe help out, or you've got some cheap stuff for sale, feel free to hit me up. I'm going to be looking at doing all little stuff to this. I haven't decided on everything. We are going to do eventually a V8, but right now we're just trying to make it roadworthy and just try to, so we're going to be needing brakes, probably suspension. I need to change the transmission fluid out, and it needs a clutch. So there's going to take a lot of it out, put a lot of it back in. We'll clean it up. Some of that stuff's going to feel like I'm going to take a pressure washer and just shoot underneath there and get all those nasty, just get all the nasty stuff out of that car. I may do that, pull everything out and just shoot it with a pressure washer and have fun for a day or so. Alright guys, that'll do it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't our normal thing. I know it wasn't probably the most exciting video, but if you are interested in watching this build, we'll probably be doing a little bit more of these videos where I'll be showing some minor updates, what I'm doing, like maybe when we pull the engine, there may be a how-to video, or if I'm just doing odd and ends, I may just put some clips together to make a video so you guys can be aware of what's going on with the Duster and see how it's coming along. And that way I don't do a full-blown video every time, you guys, because sometimes I may not do film everything. I may do it, here and there, or put some clips there. So we may just make little work, update videos every so often for the Duster. We'll just see how that goes when we roll. But right now we've got it pretty much ready to work on, and I've got to start finding parts and start looking at how much it's going to cost and see what I can do. So I'm going to start making my budget. So I've got a long road ahead of me, guys, and I hope you're here to sit here and watch me get through it all the way to the end. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this week. I hope I'll see you here next time. And you guys stay safe out there.